Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm ZpprSprk and you're watching my FTB Continuum Let's Play series. Now in the last episode we ended off by getting this fusion controller put together and almost all the things for the tier 6 void ore miner. Well, in the meantime, off camera, some of the things I did is we did get this finished up, and I even got some helium plasma made, enough to make the void ore miner controller, the tier 6 one. So I left these in here, and just to kind of show you how it was done. So the deuterium and the tritium create the helium 3, and the helium 3 plus more deuterium make the helium plasma. Now I'm actually going to pull these out because I don't need it to be making energy right now, because yeah, I'm full here and I'm full over here, and I actually even made more of these. So if you look, I've got a whole bunch more of these power cells over here. Mostly it was to get the input and output rate on this high enough so that it could take all the power in. And so as you can see, I've got a plug here and a point here, both on this. And this plug I have hooked to the fusion power. So I have two different networks. One comes straight from this here. So the fusion power on top, unlimited, and when it's making power, it makes it pretty quick. And then this is just hooked to the regular network, and that is to enable the enable this to get power from the battery, so that if it needs to charge up from the battery, it can do that. Now the battery itself, as you can see, is 174 million RF, and when you go to this, you can get 165,000 RF per tick out. And so that is, sufficient for now, although I was looking and I still haven't figured out if just making a big multi-block of the highest tier power cells is going to be the best as far as bulk storage for the power, or just what. I haven't really found anything else other than these power cells, or energy cells, I guess they're called. Wait, are they? Power cells, yeah. To store power, I'm kind of leaning towards that's pretty much the only thing. But so we've got that, and we've got these helium plasma. So if we look here, we should have enough. Tier 6. We should have enough to make this. So we've got everything except for the tier 4, or the tier 5, I guess. And if we look in the book, I think it's this one. So I need the tier 6 miner plus 92 structure frames, 56 structure panels, 6 laser cores, and then the lens. Now, what we have already, we have 72 structure frames, so we only need 20 more. The structure panels, we need 36, but I think we have 36 as it is here. Oh, 56, so we actually have more than we need. The laser cores, we needed 6, and the laser lens, we also need 1. So we have all that we need, except for the upgraded structure panels. So if we look in here, I did get the structure panels tier 6. I got 20 of them made, and that should be the difference between the tier 5s and the tier 6s. So the tier 6s, as you can see, I have it set to, well, it'll craft all the lower ones, but if we pull these tier 5s here and plop them in, then it will, skip actually creating the tier 5s. It will just go straight to the tier 6s. So I think that's the first thing I need to do. The other thing to keep in mind is this needs a 13 by 13 by 8, and the tier 5 was a 11 by 11. So I do need to go one more block out. I don't know how far out diagonally, so I'll probably go and cut a full square out, and then build it, and then any spot that it doesn't fill in, I'll fill back in with dirt and grass and stone and stuff. So yeah, so let me take this down, and we'll get to upgrading it. Okay, so I took that down and dug out some extra space around it. There we have the tier 6 controller. Right there. We've got our 20 structure frame tier 6s. We have these 72 to upgrade. We'll put them in. Tell them we want 72. And we need some iridium. We're missing 260 iridiums. Okay, that looks like it. So what we need is iridium over here. We need the ore. And then we can get that from the tier 6, but we need to craft some first. So I'm going to craft a stack. Actually, I think 2 stacks is what we'll need. So let's put this here so that it can go through the bees, since it's the most efficient way to get the iridium processed is by letting our bees do it. Alright, so yeah, so here's the space I dug out. I left the kind of the 3 blocks in the corners. I doubt it goes out that far. The other thing is in this corner I've got this power here that we might need to reroute if it is going to be in the way, and our soul sand, which we don't actually need here anymore since we're not doing any bee breeding that needs that. And if we get a bee breed that needs the nether flowers, we can just shoot it with the BB gun and it gets to the next one anyway. So I see a zombie coming, so let's sleep the night away so the sunlight can burn it. Poor zombie, I saw you back there. Can't figure out how to get down here. Okay, so let's see how much iridium we have. We have 63, and we needed like 250 more than we had before. Tier 6, we needed 72. So 215 more. So each ore turns into 2 or 3, so that's 256, so that should be enough, I think, if it's only 2 each. So we should end up with some extra iridium left over. So while that's processing, we can, oh, I did need more null modifiers. How many did it say I needed? That's the tier 5 needs 16, and the tier 6 needs 20. So I actually did get some more of those made up. Null modifiers, so 4 more of them. Put them on autocraft as well. Really not that bad. But yeah, so let's look at the next thing to do. So after this is done, we're going to look at the space. So we need the rocket fuel and the tier 6 miner done. So let's look at the rocket fuel. Looks like a chemical reactor. So let me get these things all put together. It's all pretty much things we've seen before. We'll look at the recipe for the chemical reactor first though. Chemical, looks like it's this guy here. Okay, basic circuits we have seen before. Liquid ports, looks like all things we know how to do. And these we've seen before. And gold plates. All right, How much of that do we have? We have the gold plates and the basic circuits. So the machine structure needs a basic machine frame in the resonator. So frame, basic machine frame. I did teach you how to do these, since we needed, yeah. Oh, and I did switch this around too. So instead of having the import buses back here, I just had an item duct that goes to an interface. So one of these I turned back into the block version so that you can pipe the items into it. And that actually reduced our channels. So if you look over here, we only have 6 channels going over here now, where we had 8 before, or 7 before, I think. All right, so we put this through the resonator, and you may, I got one. You may or may not have noticed I did upgrade our grid power. I moved those over. I was using them for something over here. Can't remember where I put them. There was something I had hooked up. Maybe, no. Huh, I can't remember. Yeah, but there was something I hooked up that needed the RF, or the GP grid power stuff. And I thought it was just on top of one of these power cables over here that I'd set it. Huh. Probably flown right by it like at least 3 or 4 times. Well, do I have them in here? No, I don't have them in here. So wherever they are, they're still in that. Oh. Oh, it's probably done by now anyways. Yep. Alright, well if I find that, I'll tell you guys where it was. You probably have seen it already. User interface. One of those. One of these. One of these. And one of these. Oh, we're missing something. A slab, a wooden slab. Really? You don't have a wooden slab, huh? Look, I found some wooden slabs. And there. So now we can make this. Yep, sure enough. Okay, so I'll get the rest of these put together, and then I'll meet you over there somewhere where we're putting it together. So hold tight, I'll be back. I found my speed upgrades. They're in the enchanter. I did pull them out and use them, and then I was just putting them back. Other than that, I got all the pieces I needed, except for the motor. I didn't finish making the motor yet. But if we look, I've got the motor ready to go. I did decide to do an elite motor. I'm not sure if that was actually needed or not, but I figured we'd do it anyways. And then that's right, I think we should have enough of those left to do the structure, right? It's tier 6. So I need 72 more, so 72. Alright, so we have all the iridium we need. And looks like it is ready to go. So while that is going, it looks like it is crushing diamond, doing some smelting and such. Actually, let's see how this works, because it's using both sides of this at once. So yeah, it's going fine, it looks like. All right. Okay, so the motor is right here. So, oh, we can put these back. There's some extras. So, we'll have to see what the layout of that is. I think we need the projector. Not SCO. Hi. Yeah, I don't know why it's under here. Oh, because it's got the coils. And I know, I remember, I always keep seeing it when I search for coil, but I always forget what it was called. Anyways, I guess it's a projector. All right, so if I tell it I want the chemical reactor, I come over here. Let's go over here. Okay, it looks like it wants to be over here. Power input, that would actually work right there. As a power, if I put the power input over here. Yeah. Okay, the output hatch, fluid output. Okay, yeah, so let's make it. Okay, fluid output is over here. And output hatch over here. Input hatch, I assume, is on top. So let's do the power. Okay, that we need the motor. And what's this machine structure? This one, okay. Alright, chemical reactor up in front. Fluid input, that's not that one. Oh, hang on. Fluid output, output. Did I? Power input. Oh, I got these wrong. These are supposed to be the power. Okay, and these, there we go. I think that's all. Yep, okay, so it's formed as you right click on here. Alright, so we got 4 times speed. Let's turn that on. Chemical reactor. We got the power hooked to it, so we are getting power. Looks like it is a 100,000 of 200,000 powers. Maybe we're gonna have to hook it up to the other side too. So let's get some flux ducts. And now, okay, now we're full. Okay, so we did need power input on both sides. No big deal. Okay, let's see what is next. So that is to, let's see, you can combine any armor piece with a diamond to enchant it with airtight seal. Makes it so you can fill your armor with oxygen. Oh, that's nice. So that I should be able to put that on my jet plate and then use that. Test pieces must also have a super high pressure tank as well. All of your armor has to be airtight to use in a vacuum. So I'll probably use the spacesuit helmet and leggings, but then I'll airtight this. Yeah, so that looks fine. So that was a requisite to here. Alright, so let's get that one hooked up. These should be done by now, I think. Let's see. Oh, it's still stamping something. We are at 12. So it looks like we're stamping out the alloy plates. And that's the other thing. I had to put the alloy plates on here. Oh, not inside the house, please. Because this was full. Now I probably could hook it up to have another one on this input hatch here. But you know, well, I mean, it's no big deal to reroute the power around it, so I guess I'll have to do that. I might want the power to stay on the ground here as well. But anyways, yeah, putting another one on here is no big deal. Have to see if this cable has enough space for it. We are using all 8 channels, so we don't have enough space on there. So I'll have to figure out a way to, you know, do the channels differently. Maybe I could probably hook these up into a single interface. Just use the item translocators on an interface and then tell it to provide coal blocks. Yeah. So that's probably what I'll do to get rid of that, or make another channel available. But in the meantime, we're going to end up having to wait for these. Looks like a bunch of these to go. Scheduled 200 and 200 advanced alloy plates. Yeah, that's going to take a while. So, all right. Well, I won't make you sit around waiting for all this. I will have to, but in the meantime, I'll probably go and do that thing. I'll change the export and import buses there to an interface, and then have translocators on it in order to bring the items in and out of this. So that will save me a channel there, and then I can use that as another interface over there. So yeah, I'll do all that rearranging, and I'll be back. All right, so these did finally get finished. They did get stuck over in the arc furnace. I had to, well, not those. Actually, I don't know, I might need these ones too. Structure frame tier 6. What are these? Frame tier 2s? Huh. Yeah, so structure panels, I don't know, I don't think I need all of those, but alright, assembler, that's right. Assembler. Alright, let's lay these all down, see how close we are to the edge in places. Looks like we're going to end up being fine. We might be able to fill in some corners. Yeah, it looks like those corners are fine. Are we good? Yeah, our light's on. Perfect. Okay, so importing. So we should be able to see what was aha, right there. Iridium ore is one that is yeah, only found here. So we're for sure getting that. Some of the other ones we're going to be able to find, I think some of the nether ores that we didn't get before, like we got the pyrite and these ones, cinnabar, I think we got platinum is tier 6 only. But some of these, and the one that I think we need to worry about the most right now, so ardite and cobalt we get, is this one, the dilithium. The only way to get it is through the tier 6 miner. And if we look at the uses, to make the dust, you know, and then the dust in the space station assembler, crystallizer to the dilithium crystals, and so forth. So we're going to need these in order to end up doing more things in space with the advanced rocketry systems. So let's look at that. I don't know how far we're going to get today, but launch pad and structure tower should be easy, I think. Let's see. Launch pad, we need black dye, yellow dye, and concrete from immersive engineering or the advanced rocketry version. Immersive is slag or sand. Slag is a better recipe, it looks like. What was the advanced rocketry version? Let's see. There. Gravel, sand, and water. That's probably a better recipe there, is that. So yeah, let's do this one because it's going to be better for us. Sand, gravel, sand, one sand, gravel, one gravel, and then water. I think these will work. I'm not sure. If not, then we'll just put them. There's there's ways to get water easier. All right, that's not going to work that way. Okay, where is our jerry can? Because I know this works. We just have to. I don't think we have a fluid transposer set for water, but we've got these drums. There, we've got 10. And that doesn't work either. So it does have to be the buckets, I guess. Okay. So, well, I mean, that makes 16 of them. And we don't need that many. So we need some yellow dye. We have a bunch of dandelions. Let's just do that. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of dandelions. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and then what was the other ones? The structure. Where's my structure tower? 3 of them. Okay. Tower. We need steel rods, and it looks like either 1 for 2 that way, or 2 for 4. So let's just do this. That might be the easiest. Oh, well, that makes 8 of them at once. Is that enough for a quest? Oh, that's the first step. Next step. Okay, yeah, so this is going to take some more. So liquid fuel tank, liquid fueled engine, guidance computer, and a seat. Okay, so liquid fuel, liquid fuel tank. We need some steel plates. All right. Steel plates, we needed 2. Was it 2? Or did, yeah, just 1 tank. So 1 tank. How many engines? 1 engine, 1 computer, 1 seat. Okay. 1 engine. All right. Guidance computer. Oh, wow. A bit more. Tracking circuit. Looks like we need. All right. Circuit, basic circuit plate, and silicon wafers. Let's look at these first. Circuit. We don't have those already. Okay, do we have the wafers? .wf, so we have a couple wafers. Okay, so we needed was it? 4 of those. So 4 of these. So redstone and gold. Redstone, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Was in here. Okay. Okay. So that goes. What are the other things we needed? Okay, guidance computer. We're looking at that right now. Guidance computer. Eye of Ender and redstone. Okay, Eye of Ender I do have on autocraft. And then redstone we should be able to get. Here. And that was back in the assembler. Okay, so look at the output hatch here. Input. All right. And then the titanium plate we should have already. So if we look at this, we've got everything but those 4 bits. So, all right. So let these finish and I'll be back. Okay, so I got these tracking circuits. Those are done. So let's put those on here. And I looked up the recipe for the seat real quick. It is just 3 pieces of wool. So that should get us that quest. What's next? A rocket assembling machine. How many of these do they have? Fueling station, planet ID chip. Oh my goodness. Alright, well let's put some of these down. We're gonna have to finish those other ones next time. So the launch pad, let's just go over here. And then these said, I'm assuming it's 3x3. Build a platform that at least 3x3 of launch pads, and on the side make a tower of structure towers, starting on the same layer as the launch pads, up to as high as you want the rocket to be. Okay, well we need at least 3, but we made 8, so. There, we'll use all 8. I don't know if that's overkill. Oh, these aren't like the scaffolding from immersive engineering. You can't climb them like ladders. Okay, what else does it say? Not that one, this one. Okay, the rocket itself needs to be one piece, everything touching each other, and have liquid fuel tanks and liquid fueled engines. Later on, you can use advanced rocket engines, which give much more thrust than liquid fueled engines do. The guidance computer tells the rocket where to go. The seat will allow you to ride the rocket. Rocket assembling machine needs to be placed near or on the launch pad and provided with RF. With it, you can hit the scan button to see if the rocket is able to fly. Okay, so we will have to end up doing that later. In the meantime, I guess we can kind of put these down. Just put the seat here on top. And the guidance computer down here. Maybe the guidance computer here first. And then the seat. There. Then I can sit in the seat. Yep. Oh, it's like I'm hovering above the seat. Well, we are going to have to see exactly how this works, because I believe we do need, yeah, the rocket assembling machine, the fueling machine, and the planet ID chip and everything. So we're going to need some more of those parts before we can actually end up going to space. But we are out of time for today, so we're going to have to end up doing that next time. So please leave a like if you did like this episode, and leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.